optimization and improvement of the goods loading process in the transportation unit. The lines reserved are supply chain management and supply network. The important point in this agenda are introduction, methodology, result, annex, conclusion, and reference. Well, this first point, this research work was carried out with the objective of optimizing and improving this process of loading the goods transported in a company that sells industrial products. Where it was required that diagnose the shipping or the purchase area, pointing out the current problem of the company through from the an Ishikawa diagram. Later, the stage of loading process were identifying, taking and recording the times carried out. Likewise, the items with the highest turnover and characteristics were recorded by reviewing historical lots. Proceeding to the taking and recording of volumetric dimension measurement in the lot unit to the patient or boxes and a one pallet with the support or a flexometer and the use of Hubwall up to Q 8200. Through the use of AutoCAD, some lot simulation were carried out comparing and identifying the empty space that they were left to the poor arrangement. Managing and to optimize the increasing the amount of share and the framing the goods handled from being damaged during transport. In addition, an improvement in the times of completion and stage of the register process was obtained under constant supervision. Diagnosis of the purchase area. An Ishikawa diagram was applied to identify the problem in the area of shipments of the period of the goods, considering four aspects involved in the process of loading goods: assortment, method, personnel and supervision, identifying the cause and their impact on the company. This result in the bad arrangement of pallet, the patient used on the load unit, and as a consequence, the realization of this load process empty space inside the loading unit, and not counting that the personnel in charge of carrying it out are not supervised in their process and are unaware for some important aspects such as the volumetric measurement of the materials involved, shapes and weight of both the goods, the load unit, was in 100% of capacity of the transport unit to send the order, as we cannot see. And a measurement of time to carry out the preparation for the loading of goods, as we can see in the table 1. An identification of goods with the highest turnover in the company, as we can see the table 2. This is the name of products and a future. Measurement of internal and external dimension of lot unit is necessary for I know all dimensions, as we can see in this table 3. volumetric measurement of packing and pallets, as we can see in table 4 and table 5 and table 6, and and we can see an photo is a pallet and empty, and it's a pallet full with goods. So an accommodation simulation using the AutoCAD tool, as we can see at the figure 5 and figure 6, the Unity's simulation, accommodation simulation in this research. The comparison of the times taken from the sharing process under supervision, as we can see in this table 11. This is the process. This is the time done after and then. Well, this research work highlights the improvements made of the stage of the process of loading goods from the area of shipments of the shared units for transport and that. In addition, this process was carried out without constant supervision, generating some negative effects such as leaving empty space, within the units, risking the safety on the products during the transfer, to the impacting productivity, making it difficult to achieve the object established in the company. Nevertheless, this demands constant improvement, optimization, and updating of process to the customer service, as well as operating costs. For the case study, improvements were achieved with the support of simulation in AutoCAD tools. The loading of the merchandise in the unit, and by taking and recording times in each stage of the process. Knowing the specific characteristics of the merchandise is volumetric measurement involving the personnel in charge of carrying it out, managing the increased load capacity of the times of the unit by 14% from 600 to the 682 boxes of goods, by rearranging them in the recording of the times occupied of the realization of the state of the process, skewed with the supervision, and optimization was obtained in 1 hour and 40 minutes, 21% less with respect to the time usually carried out. Although this study was only applied to the specific process, taking into account the stage involved, and focus on company dedicated to the sale of industrial safety products. In subsequent studies, other important characteristics should be considered. Since each company was different qualities and needs to contribute to the continuous improvement, optimization, and adjust the loading maneuvers that they carry out. In the Chicago diagram, we have four important points that were considered to determine the cause. So I have some photograph taken for this research work, as we can see. And this reference is used for this research.